yourself and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and or bloom. I am Jessica. I also go by Jet Sup. And I am a Reiki Master Teacher and intuitive. And if you are new to the community, babies, this is your nightly self-care routine. Come on in, babies. Take a seat, relax, get your comfy socks or a little blanket, just Netflix and chill with yourself, okay? And for all my babies that are returning, Mama loves you. So proud of you for all that you've been doing. Look how far we've gotten into non-stop November of fun and just using the energy of the universe to go to where you want to go and grow in the direction that you want to grow and go. Go and grow. If you're new, I am very cheesy, but that's because I'm paid in smiles. So if you could just give me some smiles, I highly, highly, highly appreciate that. So today, babies and sweetness, we have a very special healing session. It is all about finding security in love, feeling safe in love. And this is all about this pre-shadow period, retrograde period of Venus and Capricorn, which is going to be impacting us from now all the way to the early March. And just to do some healing here, okay? So just to be mindful here, I'm going to start working on your energy already. But just to be mindful here, you could think of Venus retrograde periods. Well, first and foremost, Venus sat out this whole year like, about to get y'all. But it's actually going to be a bit different. You might have heard of the Venus retrograde as being times where your exes come back. Time for you to deeply think about where Venus energy and Capricorn energy meshes because it is in Capricorn. And all of those things are important. I think the most important part is a deep reflective time. Hear this and hear me well. And this applies to all types of retrogrades. If you try to do the work during a retrograde period outside of yourself, it's going to look like a hot mess. But you will always be supported by the universe if you do the work inside of you. That's why during Mercury and retrogrades, you're supposed to be doing planning. You're not really supposed to be initiating anything. This is a time where instead of going outside of yourself, and now that you feel the way that this Venus and retrograde is going to make you feel, instead of quickly looking for a solution, sit and reflect on your feelings. We lose so many of these beautiful life lessons by being too afraid to just sit with our feelings. Protect safe in love. And that might be a reflection that comes up during this time. Wow. And if you're one who has never felt safe in love, your journey up into this point probably was, how can you create the safety that you're seeking in love? If you have felt safe in love, oh, cheat code. If your answer was, I felt safe in love when I was fully loving myself, that's always the solution to everything. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. But for those who have felt safe in their loving connections with others, take inventory of the cycles you are currently on with the people around you. What's no longer working? What is working? What is no longer working? What is working? What is no longer working? What is working? So I have a rose quartz pendulum, and I just want to take this moment with you to just connect a little bit deeper. And we're going to explore what's coming up for you. So we're going to go slow, and then eventually it's going to go faster. But open yourself up to the universe. Simply ask the universe, hey, universe, what do I need to learn? What do I need to learn? What do I need to learn from love? What do I need to learn from love? What do I need to learn from love? You are safe. You are safe. What do I need to learn from love? You are safe. You are safe. What do I need to learn from love? You are safe. You are safe. What do I need to learn? You are safe. From love. What do I need to learn from love? What do I need to learn from you are free. You are free. You are free. You are free. Breathing in and out here. Free. You are and relaxing. You are free. You are. Now, baby, did anything come up? Free. Sweetness. You are free. Did anything come up for you? Was there any reflection? Was there any insight? Was there anything that showed up for you? Feel free to share that in the comment section, and to also reflect with it here. You are not broken. You know, you may be bruised from time to time, just because, you know, the heart is a beautiful energetic space, and when there's disappointment, sometimes it hurts, you know, a sense of heartache. But understanding that it is being able to feel the highest of highs and sometimes the lowest universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only. Please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Let me know if you feel a difference before and after the prayer in people's healing experiences. They like different tools that we have as energy healing practitioners, and prayer is definitely one of them. So you let me know in the comment section if you felt a difference. So I'm going to continue to hold this space, sweetness, and I want you to see how beautiful and sweet your energy is, and pull in all of that energy from the universe to your heart, to wrap it in a sense of protection and security, so that you are able to perceive the interactions you have in your life from a healthy way, healthy dynamics, not just from the perspective of you were taught that love looked this way, and maybe that wasn't the best love, but then you go out in the world and you seek the same kind of love, hoping that you'll always be able to resolve it. Just get off the cycle. Get off the wheel. And free yourself to a space where you can truly define and require the type of love that you, sweetness, need to feel safe. And that's going to look different to different people. You, my sweet baby, need something different than I do. And that's what makes things cool, interesting, and unique. If we all needed the same thing, it would be boring. But you won't be able to know truly what you need unless you let go of what you don't need. Sometimes we have those periods in our life where we have to let go of the things to allow us to grow into the things that we need. And then there's that time in the middle where it's like you're not that, but you're not necessarily this yet. You're just kind of sitting here like, that should be a beautiful time, baby, where you go out and you relive life and you redefine life. And you have a lot of compassion for yourself too. Hey, take your time. Don't rush into anything. Just take your time. It might be a little bit difficult to break old karmic cycles and senses of toxic loyalty, because the moment that you realize perhaps the way that you love is not the healthiest way for you, then you have to reconcile all of those loving relationships you have in your life, family, platonic, romantic, that you genuinely love these people, but the connection is not healthy. And that's why a lot of people stay in the cycle. So, always have compassion for if it's just not your time to leave the cycle yet. Some people will stay in it over and over and over again because they're not ready to leave. But if you're here, you're more than likely ready to move on. But also have compassion along the way that those around you may want to move on to, but they're not ready. And you cannot take them with you. When you redefine a love that truly makes you feel safe, you then offer those existing dynamics and relationships in your life the vibrational experience, you let go. You open yourself up to higher vibrational experiences, people, situations, relationships. There are so many people and experiences that you haven't even met and haven't even done yet who will love you so much, sweetness, that you will love them so much. So don't hold on to toxic loyalty simply because you think that, no one will ever be able to love you in that kind of way. No. The truth is, there are those out there who are going to love you better. And that might hurt a little bit because you love the people that you are having to let go in this experience of feeling safe. But just know it's no hard feelings. When you move on, you demonstrate to them how to do it. And ultimately, that's the nicest and sweetest thing you can ever do to or for someone you care about. So a couple more breaths, relaxing into this moment, and finally release. Sweetness, if anything came up for you during the session, feel free to use the comment section in order to share that. Also, share words of encouragement to those who are in the community as well. You have been doing such a great job. You have been working on yourself. And this is a moment really to define a sense of feeling, like you can be safe in love. And again, we have to look at love as being dynamic. It is not just about romance. It can be, but romance, platonic, family, and even shared groups that you share a common passion with. All of those things make us to be who we are, and we should surround ourselves by energy that supports that. Well, family, I have truly enjoyed our session today. We are nearing the end of Nonstop November But Fun, and I'm so curious how it has been for you. A lot of internal transformations, I'm sure. And just to do a little bit of housekeeping, if you would like to be a part of our mystical self-care community, head on over to the Patreon community. That's Patreon, Reiki Healing Hope. And we will be doing a giveaway in December for our channel's birthday. And the Patreon members will get a spot in the 2022 Reiki Master Teacher training. So all of the trainings that are included in that is just something that has always been a perk of the Patreon community, as well as all of the things we've been working on before, which you will have access to, and all the things that we continue to work on week by week. It is just a beautiful, lovely group, as well as our energy healing circles. Energy healing circles originally started here on YouTube, and then it became something that is very beautiful within the Patreon community. It's so lovely to get caught up with each and every one of you each month as you are